So hi, Welcome Guys Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
And we're here with
Ricky.
Jordan.
Win. I'm James, and we're Phoneboy.
And we're some questions today about the new album, Heartbreak Designer. So congrats on that, by the way. How do you guys feel about the response to it so far?
Really good.
It's been great. Yeah.
People seem to like it a lot.
Yeah, we're 3 shows in on our tour, and it's been really fun hearing people, already know the words and sing along. Yeah.
That's awesome, because the record only came out, last Friday, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, and diehards.
Yeah, the record fucking rocks.
Damn straight.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Of course. So is there any meaning behind the album title or cover art?
Well, the album title came from, we were writing the song Heartbreak Designer. It's like a slow ballad kind of thing. We were writing the chorus, and the name of that song came first.
Mm-hmm.
And then we decided as soon as I think James said Heartbreak Designer for the chorus, we all, is it you?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just gonna take credit.
Okay, when's gonna take credit?
Why not?
Nobody can take credit because we're using a rhyming dictionary. Let's be real. We'll spill it. But
Crazy. Okay.
James wrote a lot of the lyrics to that song, actually.
I did, but the actual phrase Heartbreak Designer was just a really happy sort of so we stumbled upon that, and we were like, is it too much? And we're like, fuck it, let's just, or sorry, can we curse?
Yeah, you're good. Go for it. Fucking go for it.
You're like, screw it. Let's just go with it. It was fun. We thought the song was good, and we played it for, our producer Ayad. And he thought that it was kind of the best name for the record.
Yeah, we had some other ideas, and he's like, "Why are you giving me more ideas?" It's Heartbreak Designer.
It was pretty funny because I sent the record to my mom, and she this is before we even decided on Heartbreak Designer being the album name, and she listened to every single song, analyzed every single lyric, and she jotted it all down on this piece of scrap paper with scribbles and arrows and
it looked like some Albert
it.
Einstein.
It was
That's
hilarious.
legit.
This is dope, yeah.
And finally, on the side margins, it's just Heartbreak Designer in a big circle.
Yeah.
It really was Pepe Sylvia energy.
Yeah, it was.
It was so funny. She's like, "This is the name," and we were like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Sure, Mom.
That's so dope. Yeah.
And any meaning behind the cover art?
So the cover art, Win and I had this idea to make it a wind up toy because I thought that it's it's kind of a cool look. I like the the sort of texture of plastic in photographs, and I thought it would be something cool. Wind up toy is maybe there's some sort of metaphor there. I wasn't really thinking about that, but so we were looking on eBay for heart wind up toys, Win and I. And we stumbled across the bear, and ordered him on eBay. Immediately, I just took a screenshot of it and started doing mock-ups and stuff on Photoshop. And then as soon as the bear came in, we tried a bunch of stuff. Eventually, handed it off to our amazing cover artist Liz Farrell, and she killed it. She got amazing pictures of the bear, and we decided that was what we wanted to go with.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
All right. So can you guys tell us a little bit about the writing process for the album?
Yeah, so one half of the record was written over the span of a pretty long time, a lot of it on the road and in different states and stuff, showing a verse to someone or a chorus to somebody else, just on acoustic guitar or whatever. And the other half of the record was the exact opposite. It was written in 6 weeks in my bedroom. We all would cram in there for 10 to 12 hours a day for 6 weeks straight and just write, because we came in, I feel like we came in with 6 or 7 songs ready to go, or once we started the process, and then our producer was like, you need to write the second half of the record. This isn't enough. And we're like, shit, all right. So we really buckled down and sort of went crazy for a little bit, but
And songwriting doesn't usually work like that. You can't just sit down and be like, all right, we're gonna actually write a song. Sometimes it does, but I don't know. I feel like for us in the past, it's never really worked that way. So for half the record, yeah, it took a year and a half, like Ricky said, and then the other half we were like, all right, guys, let's just buckle down, drink some coffee, write some tunes.
You know, what's funny? I just realized that Something on My Mind, I think, was the last song that we wrote, like in that 6 weeks span. And it kind of like you can kind of hear the craziness we went through. Like,
Oh, that's
in the,
funny.
in the
The
bridge of
man-
the song, like
Yeah,
we were
we
losing our
were just
minds.
kind of going nuts at,
Mhm.
at the end of those 6 weeks.
Yeah,
But it
in a
was-
good way.
in a good way,
in
yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah,
Like cabin fever.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
cabin fever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So did you guys struggle at all with like that pressure cooker situation? Because I know you mentioned like typically songwriting doesn't work that way, where it's like we just have to write songs now. Did you guys struggle with that at all? Did you flourish? Like, what was that process in particular like?
Well, you know, it was new.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
every single album we've done, we've written it in a different way.
Mhm.
First album took like 4 years just of like random singles and then just compiling them. The second one was mainly like me and Win and after work, you know, for a summer.
Mhm.
And then this one was like just all over the place. And Jordan was also a new addition to the band. So we were figuring out that kind of chemistry and
Mhm.
how everyone fit in this new dynamic. But when we got to it and like we're just sitting in this room for hours, I feel like we just did it. We figured it out. Like we're good under pressure. We did it.
yeah, we are.
You made it, yeah.
Yeah, we finished.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Hell
you're
yeah.
here now.
And I am curious about the full length of time, the timeline for the album, when you guys kind of started writing it, when you had the masters in hand, rough dates. They don't have to be exact.
Okay, Ricky and I first recorded the demo for Running Out of Time, the last track on the album.
Summer 23.
Yeah,
Wait,
summer
but-
of 2023.
Were we writing that at Paul's house though?
Yeah, we wrote that, and it was the beginning of it was written even earlier
In
than
the
that.
moving out tour.
Yeah, so 2023,
Yeah.
May, March,
Yeah.
April through May 2023.
Uh-huh.
We began recording the record, and the masters were in hand in February, January
of 2025.
2025.
Okay. So you didn't sit on it very long. I mean, you worked on it a long time, but you didn't sit on the finished product for very long.
No, we wanted to get it out there as soon as possible.
Exactly.
I don't blame you. Hell yeah.
Like, you know, we were doing a lot of new things, and we didn't even want to second guess it. We just wanted to let people have it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let the people be the
Demonstrate.
judge.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what song off the album took longest to write, and which one is each of your own personal favorite?
Ooh, which one took the longest to write?
I feel like it was On and On.
On and On. Definitely
Yeah,
took a
it-
while to write.
That one, like, we had a lot of struggle with that song and like finding what was going to be kept.
We hated the chorus for a while, and
It was a different kind of chorus.
yeah. And our producer Ayad, finally, he was so annoyed with us. It was hilarious because we kept like flip flopping on it. But he did like the final push in the right direction for us. Yeah. So On and On took the longest.
Yeah.
My favorite is I say a different answer honestly. Like every time someone asks, but I'll say Wayside.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. We had a similar kind of process with Talking to Heads where we really had to like find a new chorus for it. And I think that one has
Yeah.
become my favorite. And playing it at shows, it makes me happy. I think people really enjoy seeing that one live. And you know, we're really happy with that one, I think.
Yeah. I think I flip-flop between like Something on My Mind and Wayside being my two favorites because they're just like a bit heavier. And I
Mhm.
like that. Especially when we're playing it at shows. Like I feel like people really feel the energy of it. And that's like what makes the song for me like so much better.
I agree with the sentiment to Something on My Mind, especially
Yeah.
because like for these couple shows we played already, a lot of kids are coming to their first concert ever
Wow.
Mhm.
when they come see us. So during Something on My Mind, we teach the crowd how to mosh pit,
Oh,
how to open one and how to start one.
It's so not
It's
punk.
so not, but it doesn't matter. We're training them to be ready for the punk shows, but you know, it's so much fun.
It's
Yeah.
so
it's
much
like-
fun.
It's
like when
adorable.
parents let you have a beer at like the family party at home because they're like, we want to prepare you for college, you know?
Yeah.
Wait, how do you make it sound cooler?
No,
though?
listen, I will say,
Jesus Christ.
I will say it's also not always like that. We've played
That's
three
true.
Yeah,
shows,
that's so
and
fair.
only for one show have we really had to like give good instruction on.
That's a
what to
good
do.
point. They said the
People
at the last
have
one.
been starting pits for the entire show for we played a show in DC. People were
Yeah.
getting were crowd surfing, and that's like the sort of energy that we're used to going to shows.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like what we enjoyed growing up. So I
Mhm.
think it's fun to like be a part of that. And sure, there are new people there that maybe haven't experienced something like that, and it's not just us teaching them, it's like everybody else that came to the show that's like
Yeah.
excited and welcoming the same way that I feel like the shows that I went to when people were picking me up when I was a little kid falling over and stuff. So it was fun.
That's so dope. I love that.
Mhm.
So how did the track list for your album come about? Did you guys write the opener be the opener, close be a closer, shuffle around and see what fits? What was that process like?
Well, as soon as we were at Wayside, I think we knew it was going to be the opener.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That was one that was a lock for sure. Everything else was shuffled around.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah.
we tried. We had like a Excel spreadsheet with like 6 different orders, and it's like, oh, I like this one, but I also like this one. But there's and our producers like disagreeing with us on which one should be the last song and stuff. But after a little bit of deliberation, we figured it out.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying. I feel like to really know, you have to listen to the
Yeah.
whole album,
Mhm.
and that takes a long time when you have like 8 different
Yeah.
track lists.
We
Yeah.
really like whiteboard it. At least like we like wrote every song name down and we're like, there's a theme to this one, and then like the outro for this one kind of matches the intro for this one, and like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So it's like puzzles.
Exactly. Yeah.
With,
Trying
like-
to find the missing pieces.
Yeah, I remember like we would get off of work and like people would go into the basement and immediately start listening to the album in a specific order.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I like this. Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like then having to listen to it again tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, we're album people, so we always respect when
Oh,
bands
yeah.
take the time to actually figure out track lists, because you really don't have to in 2025. You just put it up and people listen to what they want to listen to anyway. So we
Yeah.
respect it.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think that's so lame, I think
No, I agree.
I
Yeah.
wholeheartedly agree.
Oh yeah.
I think people think that, but I think in the long run, there are people like you, who really appreciate a well put together album, and those people matter.
Absolutely.
The long term fans, So we love to do it.
Hell yeah.
in my opinion, I feel like singles don't really change your life as much as a full like fleshed out project does.
For sure.
That's what they do. So hell yeah. Figure out the track list, artists.
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Get in the
More love to
basement
the
and
track
listen to the 8 different track lists and figure it the fuck out.
Actually,
Don't be lazy.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a big thing our management pushes for. They're like, well, why would you do an EP? Why are you just gonna release a bunch of singles? You have to do an album, and that's like something that they really push for on our first album. Wasn't even gonna be an album. So I don't know. I guess shout out like our managers, our producer, for like knowing what's actually like the best for people, which
Yeah.
is an album.
Hell yeah.
Shout out. Hell yeah. And would you guys be able to tell us where your headspace is at while you're creating the record?
Holy shit.
Oof.
But we did, like we said, it was like a year and a half nearly a process where we were all over the country. We were touring, we were doing different tours, we were stuck at home working bad jobs, we were taking time off of work to really lock in. So it was kind of all over the place, but there was like an underlying, say, stress that we were
Yeah.
all feeling. We care so much, I think, about this sort of product, and we take it really seriously. So aside from like all of the crazy stuff that was happening in all of our lives personally, I feel like it was a giant period of change for all of us. We all had, kind of weird life events happen over the course of this record. And I think that there's just kind of like an underlying stress and like impatience or like something like that I can hear in the album still. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a big part of it too is like because we were all going through a lot of different like changes in our lives, it made us really, at least for me, I felt like very nostalgic for like when things were like much simpler and easier. And like I feel like thematically a lot of the songs in the record kind of like look back into like the past, and you can kind of like see that we were very reflective.
Yeah, it's great. I remember now it's coming all back to me. Like while we were writing this record, I was waking up in cold sweats, like some midlife crisis ass shit. Like
Yeah.
waking up, like sweating my head off, like about like either money or fucking, I don't know, like, oh, what if the album doesn't do well? And like just thinking, yeah, like just there was a lot of breaking points for sure. And I think we all felt under the gun, like everyone's saying. But I think we manifested that energy, or what's the word? Harnessed it and put it into the art. And I do think you can really hear it. We're like kind of angry and
It's very
like
aggressive.
nervous, and yeah, like it's for how slow it is sometimes, it's also just an incredibly like heart racing kind of record. When I listen to it, I'm just like like I remember how stressed I was. But in a good, like it's good stress because it became that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Was the stress kind of like feeling that you had something to prove in a way, or was it something else that was creating that stress?
That's definitely part of it. We were going in a slightly different direction, like we have Jordan in the band now, who's an incredibly talented keyboardist and singer, and we were having her sing on tracks, and the songs we were writing, like they sound like us, but now they sound a little bit different. And some of the stress came from like, what would people think? And I would tell myself, and I don't know if you guys would tell yourself, but I'd be like, give a shit what people think, man. Like, I like the songs, let's put them out.
Right.
And then I'd read like one hateful comment on YouTube, and I'd be like, you guys
Scrap the band, break it up, we're deleting the YouTube.
The illusion crumbles. I'm like, oh my god, they hate it. What's going on?
Exactly. Oh.
No, but it's kind of funny. Because it's like it's just like the classic, like, oh my god, there's a girl singer, the band is different, like they're never gonna be the same. It's like, okay.
Sounds like Paramore.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Yeah, as if that's like some sort of insult or
Yeah,
gesture,
like,
man,
thank
that it
you.
sounds like terrible. Ever. So,
Wild.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just funny because people are too afraid to some people are too afraid to straight up just say it. So they're like, I don't like this song and I don't know why. It's like,
Girl,
Wonder
come
why.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
but yeah, I don't
Funny.
really care. It's just like, okay, people have their opinions. I like the record.
Yeah,
I-
exactly.
Yeah.
So then what was your headspace like kind of moving into the writing process and the rollout, and now that the album's out, because you are the new addition, you are the new thing.
Well, for me personally, like I've been performing and like playing with these guys since 2018. So like I was just kind of on my own career path for a little bit, and like very grateful that I had the chance to do that. But last year, like I ended up quitting my job because I was like, I can't do it anymore. Like I want to be in this full time, and it just felt like the right time. I felt ready. We were in the position where like the band was ready, and I was just I didn't really think about it too much. I was like, I've been here. I like worked really fucking hard for the past like 6 years up until this moment, and I started to like view myself more as like a creative and like an artist as opposed to just like a hobby like music player. So I just kind of take each day as it comes and try to like enjoy everything that we've done over the past year and a half, because it's been crazy.
It kind of
No, it's okay, you got it.
It kind of added to the pressure, like, so like we go into this, like the whole band, we don't have a plan B. When people are just like, they're like, oh, you're in a band, music's so hard, like what's your plan B? They don't have an answer for that, like, or there's no plan B. And that's how we felt for years. But then boom, Jordan quits her job, we're hyped, we have to write an album, record an album. Jordan quit her job for this album has to be good.
Yeah.
That itself, a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like
I'm starting to see the full picture of the stress now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going and going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
but worth it.
course.
Damn
yeah.
straight.
Yeah.
It worked.
It worked. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Mhm.
that's good. So how do you guys recommend your fans to listen to this album for the first time? Should I do it in the car with friends, in dark with headphones on? Is it a workout album, party album? What do you guys personally recommend?
I think from the start, we've all kind of said that this is a really good, like, late night driving album. Like, especially, I remember when we would be listening to, like, the early demos, and I would just, like, put it on in the car at night, or, like, showing it to my parents, like, in the car, and it's just, like, has all this driving feel to it.
Mhm.
And it's, like, I don't know, I think that's a good way to kind of listen to it by yourself for the first time. Just, like, really take it in if you're, you know, on the road.
Sunset, windows down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say the best way to hear it is to come to a show.
Oh, true.
That's
like,
it.
There you go.
we're a band that we started off playing live. We didn't that's been like the way that we worked out a lot of the kinks early on in songs. So like we take our live show really seriously, and we really enjoy that. And so a lot of these songs we're playing for, the first time live, and I think that that's my favorite. That would be my favorite way to hear it as a fan.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Wonderful. And this one should be super, super quick off the top of your heads. I want you guys to describe this album for new listeners in 3 words. 3 words each, 12 total, no more, no less.
Nostalgic, angry, fast paced. Is that 4 words? No, that's a hyphen.
Little
Hyphen.
hyphen.
You're
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
Punchy, anxious, carefree.
Nice.
Ooh, okay.
That's kind of one word, right? Carefree is like
Carefree. Yeah,
Another
yeah, that's one
hyphen.
word.
That's definitely. There's no debate about
I would say like
Nothing.
absolutely no skips.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I feel like I started drinking a lot of Red Bull on this.
It's way more than 3 words.
You're already like
He's
You're already
reading the
over the
Red Bull
limit.
can like it's got the 3 words on there for him.
Red Bull, sugar free. Sugar free is one word here. You can put that down.
Red
Yeah.
Bull sugar free.
And Red Bull is 2 words. Sugar free is 1 word.
All right, we'll take it.
Lock it in.
Locked in.
That's true. It really fueled the album.
Think about that one, guys.
Gave you wings.
Let
Yeah.
that one stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let that one simmer. And in that same train of thought, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want listeners to have while going through the album?
For me, it's a tough answer because I feel like for even all 4 of us, if we listen to it, we feel different ways about it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
We have different connections to different songs. So, I don't want to give any of them a bias. I just want people to go in blind and just listen to it. And if it evokes something in them, whether that be happiness or sadness or nostalgia or makes you miss somebody, that's good enough for me.
As long as they feel something, your job is done.
Yeah. And the job is done.
Damn straight. All right. And are you guys able to touch on any particularly challenging or standout moments during the creation of the album, positive or negative?
I went through a red wine phase while we were doing that, like
Hell yeah.
my room,
Mhm.
just recording for 12 hours a day. The sun would go down and be like, all right, going to the liquor store, getting a bottle of red wine, letting the Josh do the talking.
Hell yeah, Josh. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I thought it was awesome. I thought my red wine phase was awesome. Apparently it wasn't.
Oh.
I like
The Josh should not be talking that much.
Jordan hated when the Josh talked.
he needs to be
Damn
silenced. Well, we moved in the middle
Yeah.
of the record. Like we were, trying to find apartments. We were moving from New Jersey to Brooklyn to be like closer to the studio.
Mhm.
While we were recording, and that was a particularly stressful time because the housing market is insane, especially in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And just like trying to plan a move around recording like every day and writing is really hard. And also just like I was in my previous apartment for 5 years up until that point, so I was like, oh my gosh, like my life is really changing. That's when it kind of really felt real for me.
Mhm.
And then it was just incredibly tumultuous like that summer.
Absolutely.
Like just so much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
moving in, moving out, going to the studio in between,
felt-
like
It felt like very real. I was like, okay, this is like really, really happening.
Yeah.
So-
That.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah. Another great moment that I remember is when there were some songs we also like fleshed out in the studio when we were like doing actual recordings and stuff. And we stayed up so late writing OMG. We figured out the chorus at like 1:30 in the morning or 2 in the morning. We're like, this is awesome. And then we immediately like went in, started demoing it with our producer, and we stayed up so late. And I remember hearing the bridge of that song for the first
Yeah.
time, and I started tearing up. I'm like, this
Aw.
is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like sitting there, it's like 3 in the morning, I'm so tired. Like, yes, dude, this is what it's about. This is what it's all about. Like,
Mhm. This and some Josh. Yeah.
yeah, what's some Josh? Oh. Josh was there, man. Would have been Mwah.
Movie.
bellissimo.
That's great.
Mhm.
So since you guys are on tour for this question, we have to ask, what's your go-to snack at a gas station or a rest stop?
Okay.
Oh,
Listen,
That was a start. All
He's
right.
back.
people are gonna hate. People are gonna be upset.
Okay.
Hard-boiled eggs. Hard-boiled eggs. Listen,
It was a great interview.
Yeah,
but
gotta
we're
go
gonna have
walk
to
my
just cut it
fish,
here.
gotta go.
Yeah, I'm.
what else is terrible for you? There's nothing you got. Like, sure, you can try to find some beef jerky. It's full of all. We got this app, right?
Yeah.
It's called Yucca, Yuka, and you scan the barcode, and it gives it whatever snack it is a score out of 100. Right?
Mhm.
It's simple, and you're like, none of it is surprising because you scan the Slim Jim 0. You scan like the Lay's chips 15.
to be clear, it's a scale based on how healthy whatever you're.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Additive,
Yeah.
sodium.
And then you
Yeah.
scan the hard-boiled eggs, 95. It's just eggs. It's just eggs. So like that's okay. I don't do it every day, but sometimes in the morning you miss hotel breakfast. You
Slight
need to- in the
backtrack.
morning,
Yeah.
They're
Uh-huh.
right there. You get like some hot sauce. You could pop the egg in, squirt the hot sauce.
Easy.
No, don't. You can't explain
No,
how
Ricky,
you eat the
you've
fucking
done this.
You know,
egg.
there's like yogurt
No, I'm not
and
gonna-
nuts and
Oatmeal.
fruit and like granola bars.
Sometimes
Daddy, that
sometimes
shit has
there's-
sugar.
and the granola bar is full of sugar.
Sugar-free.
That would make you crash.
Yeah.
The fruit is very good.
I
I love a good
Great.
green apple. I love a good green apple in the morning. Some coffee, obviously.
Mhm.
But nuts, I'll pick those up alongside the eggs. Very good 1-2 punch. But
Mhm, mhm.
I just
Yeah.
want to be very clear. This is
Yeah.
an observation on my end. This is the first time on a tour I have ever seen you guys be so health conscious. And it's because of that
You
stupid
guys?
fucking app.
Oh,
Are they faking this shit? Are they doing it just for the camera?
we've been honing our gas station etiquette
Yes.
for years now that we've been touring because first tour, awesome.
I love Nerds gummy clusters.
Yeah.
All right, that works. That works.
We're talking you guys
so that'll
day.
put Scar out of 100 on Yuka or whatever.
So we're talking you guys on like day 4 of the tour, correct? Let's catch up at the end and see if you guys are still eating hard-boiled eggs every day. I bet you
Exactly.
everyone's gonna be eating Nerds gummy clusters.
Mhm.
I don't know. When James is dedicated to eggs, he's dedicated to eggs, man.
Locked in. You know what?
Yeah.
Props.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not scared. Y'all say what you want to say. I'm not scared.
If you have to say like you're not scared to eat a gas station thing, maybe you should reconsider eating it. Like if you have guys, I'm not worried about it. Eh,
Uh,
props.
body's a temple.
Yeah.
Hard-boiled eggs and Marlboro 100s. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking.
Sacred.
I like yogurt.
There you go. Yeah.
Finally, a normal
Thank
answer.
you. Protein, healthy fats, low sugar. Awesome pick. Shout out yogurt.
yeah. Just described egg also.
Oh, yeah, but a gas station, the little baggie of egg, I can't get behind. I'm a gas station grape connoisseur, all right? So, but even
Gas
then, I have my
station
limits.
grapes?
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
sure.
Those are just sweet eggs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not at all. Okay. Don't put me in that circle, man.
We're both
I'm
safe to
nothing
say.
like that. Don't do that.
Yikes.
Glory, can you say I'm Ray William Johnson? I approve this message.
What did you just say to me?
Can you say I'm Ray William Johnson and I approve this message?
I don't know if I want to say that. Who's that?
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, of course
You
I
got
got it because there's a YouTuber.
Wait, I'll
Ray-
pull it up. I'll pull it up.
No, no,
Say it. I'll
take
pull it
that.
up.
there was this YouTuber we grew up watching, Ray William Johnson, that
Yeah.
had a background just like where you're sitting right now.
Okay.
You've never heard of Ray William Johnson before, Glory?
No, you've heard of him?
Yeah, he
Yeah, well, he's
yeah, and he used a bunch of stupid YouTube songs and
No, he was so big. Oh, that's you.
Oh my god, it's me. Dude. Okay.
You can borrow my glasses.
Yeah,
Yeah, let me grab him really quickly.
Background.
yeah, just the background.
That's the background.
Just about, yeah. I know, because thank you for clarifying. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was worried. Oh my god. So, Nerds Gummy Clusters, yogurt, and eggs?
Yes,
And what
sir.
about you?
It's confusing.
Oh,
What's your favorite
What
snack?
so I felt like I was getting grouped in with the egg, so I kind of went team egg.
There were no sides.
It's a
You can be
hard hill to die on.
Yeah. The gas station pizza.
Oh, wow. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. It's faulted me, but
We're the gross band now.
You should put the hard-boiled eggs on the pizza.
Mm.
Gummy
Really get
cluster.
your protein in.
Yeah, you dip it in the yogurt, and then you dip it.
And then sprinkle the gummy clusters on top. Yum.
Getting any of my gummy clusters, gross people.
Keep that shit away from me. All right. Well, on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be and why?
Thanksgiving dinner.
Whoa, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Big
Dude, I
statement.
still disagree.
Because we're a little bit of everything and everybody loves us.
Nobody.
That
A lot of people think turkey's too dry.
Who
Well, our
says you have to have
turkey-
turkey?
Yeah,
Our
Ricky's
turkey would be very
Ricky's
moist.
turkey's super moist.
Um,
Internet.
Hmm,
I don't know what dish
a lot
we
of things being said.
what dish would we be? That's
I feel like we're like stir fry.
Okay.
okay.
Cause
I
No, I don't
didn't
think that's
feel
even
cool.
true.
I don't have an idea, but I didn't love it when you said that.
I don't know.
It didn't resonate with you?
No,
It's, pizza is really good.
dude, pizza's
I
great.
love pizza.
I don't think we're
Eggs.
Probably not pizza.
I think
Eggs.
we're Taco Tuesday.
Dude, yeah, that
Because
resonated.
because we're each an ingredient in the taco and like alone, like we're still good, but not as good as when we're all together. And then you put us all in the hard shell, which is an album. And
Mhm.
it's like, wow, like people can really enjoy this.
Make
And
a
it's super
taco.
fun.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, you guys
Lock
are
it
a hard
in.
shell taco.
Yeah, we're
All
talking.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, but only on Tuesdays.
I guess so.
Oh,
Burrito.
okay.
Why not a burrito?
I like a burrito.
Burritos are better, but tacos, it's a funner
I
word
just
to
don't
say.
like tacos as much as burritos.
I love a
It's a
taco.
strong.
Oh, I shouldn't think about it. It's Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, it's my
Oh,
mom's
happy Cinco de
birthday.
Mayo. Happy
You
birthday.
should text her.
Yeah, you should call her.
She's on the West Coast, so it's still the AM.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
She
Um,
won't know you're 3 hours ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for the last couple questions, going to shift completely away from music and go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, would your last meal be with a drink?
Oh shit!
I
I
mean,
had a
mine-
really good answer for that. You can say that.
Mine is actually Thanksgiving dinner. I've been saying this for like years.
Would you have
No,
moist turkey?
I guess like if I had to. Like
Got a
turkey's,
choice.
turkey's my least favorite part of Thanksgiving dinner. I'm a big sides girl. Like
Okay.
get me the corn, get me the mashed potatoes, get me the sweet potato casserole, get me like the steamed vegetables, get me the cranberry, the fucking jelly. I'm a
Ooh.
jelly cranberry. Sorry. I am.
So you don't like the fry, you like the cans.
I like the canned.
Oh, you like the canned? Oh, you
Yeah.
lost me. Okay, sorry. I still
But-
support you.
pecan pie,
Mm.
a la mode.
Mm.
Mm.
Love it. I'm
Mhm.
huge
And the
on Thanksgiving.
drink.
And the drink. I'm not a drinks person.
That's fair.
Maybe like a water.
Yeah, that's a
Every-
little water.
Like so flavorful. I want to like really appreciate the taste of the sides and not be diluted by a beverage.
Damn straight. Damn straight.
Give me a wet burrito,
Okay.
a fork, a knife,
Mhm.
a wet burrito, half red sauce, half green sauce.
Okay.
So then you can have like a bite of the red sauce, and then you can have a bite of the green sauce, and then you can have like mix it a little together, and then have a bite of the what's red and green together,
Brown.
Brown.
and then have a mix of the sauce.
You don't want to call it brown
Oh,
sauce?
I
It's
didn't
fine.
say that. for a reason. Yeah, and then the drink with that. I'll have an ice water, please.
Another water. Okay, solid.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like I'm caught. Some really, really good like homemade pasta
Mhm.
would be probably number one. But I also am thinking like sushi. Some
Mm,
sort of like tuna situation would go crazy.
You got
Some
the chef in
toro
there
or
with you.
something. Yeah.
he's making you omakase.
Yeah, dude, some omakase on death row would go
Mhm.
bonkers. And then I gotta say, like I need like a real good cup of coffee.
Cup of Joe.
Yeah, just black, whatever they got, I'll take it. Some mud,
Some mud.
Bud.
yeah, some
All
job.
right.
I think.
Oh, I haven't gone yet. Do we know what time of day it would be?
Dude, really?
You're
3
thinking,
p.m.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like midday after
Right?
lunch.
Yeah.
Okay. Still applies then. Okay, I would get a hanger steak, medium rare, with eggs, fried, but still have the yolk runny.
Of
You know,
course.
so I guess I would just be over light or something. I don't know.
Mhm. Just fried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shredded home fries, like like how they come shredded.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
grated.
Hash browns?
Yeah,
Real
like
crispy.
hash browns that are like, how people always do it differently at different diners and stuff. But I mean, like, if you put a potato through like a grater,
Like Waffle
Yeah.
House?
yes,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Waffle
like
House
Waffle House.
style, hash browns well done.
Mhm.
Maybe some sausage and bacon on the side, just if I wanted some, and then good cup of coffee, orange juice, water. Yeah,
Solid.
and chimichurri sauce on the side.
Nice.
Wow.
Classic.
Yeah.
That's
Damn
cool.
straight. I
Yeah.
fuck with chimichurri.
And
Yeah, so good.
and in that chimichurri sauce, the cook, had put a cell phone for Ricky to call. Speed dial 1, boom, explosion out the side. Helicopter picks him up.
Yep,
And
He had his
saved.
meal and he didn't have to die.
yep,
And you got a bomb ass meal. Mhm.
yeah,
That's
literally,
exciting.
literally.
Well,
They-
literally.
They
Yeah.
probably couldn't kill me.
All right.
That
Damn.
was a turn of
You just
events.
Get
You're a
out.
jerker.
Dude, veins of steel.
Dude, I'm taking the bone from the hanger steak and I'm
Oh.
shaking it under the table with my hand.
They
Yeah.
won't see that. Yeah.
The weapon pick lock pick the
Lockpick
handcuff.
it.
Wait, if your hands are behind you, how are you shaving the bone in front of you?
Sorry, with my feet. I'm doing,
Oh, you oh, okay, thank you for
right
clearing
down
that
the
up.
table.
Yeah.
I'm going like this and just
Wait,
whittling it
put
down.
put the feet higher. Do it.
No,
really-
no, no.
really-
No, we don't have to do that.
No more
really
feet.
do
No
it.
more feet on the internet.
No.
Please.
Shane, make sure to blur that. actually.
You're gonna have to up the production value for that.
yeah,
Fix it in post. Fix it in post.
Yeah.
exactly. And if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
I might be generic here.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think. I feel like as just a regular person in that world, if I wasn't the sort of hero of
character.
the story, it would kind of be dull. So I'm trying to choose like perhaps one that's more like everything's probably pretty chill.
It's a good question. Yeah, like for example, like if I chose Harry Potter,
Mhm.
would I be a wizard or just like
A muggle?
a dude in Britain?
imagine-
Like,
Yeah, no, I usually say you're
Oh.
assigned, whatever.
Mhm.
If you're going into Harry Potter, usually my follow-up question is, "Oh, what's your house?" So then it's assumed you are like a wizard and shit.
Hufflepuff
Well,
for sure.
we're all
Shout out
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
One of us is Slytherin, and we won't tell you who.
I don't know. We just watched Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith in theaters.
Oh,
And-
hell yeah.
That world is hilarious. There are so many different looking fuckers.
Yeah.
There's this giant
Giant blue guy.
Yeah, it would be hilarious. And like everyone just kind of hangs out and chills. It seems like everyone has really good relations between like different species. It's like really awesome. That'd be a really fun way to like spend
I would
the
love
week.
to be stuck in space traffic for a little bit.
Yeah,
You see how
Oh,
they're all-
goddamn.
they're all going and
They're in traffic, but all the cars are flying.
They're all going in like lanes in the sky. For some reason, it doesn't make sense to go anywhere. It's a spaceship.
But then you'll like crash and shit because you're going so quickly. So you do have to have like order, you know?
Fair, but how is there traffic?
Yeah.
That's, I can't.
No red light needed.
We go under them.
Yeah, go under.
Just go around. Yeah.
Someone runs out of gas, just go around. Whatever.
What about-
That's a good answer,
Yeah,
though.
what about you two?
I'm really thinking hard. I think does Twilight count?
I
as
knew you were
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah, because I want to be a vampire. Sorry, I don't care what anyone like. I think it's cool. I get to
No, it's
like
badass. Yeah.
be really fast. I would be a good one. Obviously, I would only eat animals. I wouldn't
Okay.
eat people.
Yeah, oh, come on. You're there for a week. You're not gonna eat a person.
Oh, it's only a week.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was a
Damn,
wild
Lord,
sentence.
That was a-
Yeah.
What the?
no, I wouldn't. I still wouldn't eat a person. But I just really want to like run really fast.
Like sparkle in the sun and shit.
Skin of the killer Bella.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I could run like across the country in like 2 days.
What would your superpower be? Like, what would- you know what I'm saying?
Do they each have superpowers?
Yeah,
Yeah, like Alice can see the future, and it's really
Oh, no.
Oh,
blonde.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
They
like
can
they all
read
have their all
minds.
their own. Yeah, one can read minds.
That's
one can-
Edward. Edward can read minds. but he
Edward
Oh, Edward can read
And
He
minds.
can't read Bella's.
Edward can read minds. Jasper controls the emotions of people in the room. Emmett has super strength. Alice can see the future. Bella is a shield.
What can you do?
What's yours?
Yeah, what's yours?
I'm like really fast.
All right, really locking in on the. Hell yeah,
Like
Oh,
you're
yeah.
the fastest
I'm the
vampire.
fastest one.
Yeah.
that's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Cool.
That's
What about
true.
you, Win?
How to Train Your Dragon? Have a
Ooh,
dragon.
Hell
Have their
yeah.
trained them.
Cool.
Really?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, the dragon studies are. Yeah.
Yeah?
How to train a dragon.
Cool.
I'm here for it. That's a great pick.
Thank you.
I've done asking the last question. Every single person we've spoken to have said that is the most important question. What's your favorite color?
Ooh, purple.
Nice.
green,
Nice.
like a nice, rich shade of green,
Yeah.
like the forest,
Mm-hmm.
but not forest green.
Oh. Okay.
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 You done?
Yeah, I'm
or-
done.
Blue.
Nice.
I also like green. I'm gonna go with green.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Is it the same
I just
green
like
as,
the San Francisco.
Is it the same
Giants.
green as Jordan?
No, mine's better. It's the better one.
Oh yeah.
It's the
Crazy
forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're full green.
So as I said, that's all the questions of today. Is there anything that you guys would like to plug?
Go listen to our album Heartbreak Designer. It's out now.
Yeah, we're on Instagram, Twitter, or whatever. We're on everything at Phoneboy Music.
We have a Discord.
Yeah, join our
Yes.
Discord.
Super
We're always
fun.
hanging out and talking.
Text
We're on
us.
tour.
Yeah, we're on
Oh
tour.
yeah, come to a show. When's this coming out?
In the next week or so, honestly.
Oh, 6.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
see us on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be around.
U.S.
It's gonna be awesome.
and Vancouver.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Well, thank you. So now this guy's been Phoneboy, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.